Welcome to ERAtv, where we have a little fun with the movers and shakers in the DR business. I'm Craig Burnett here with Jankura. Now, you are known as the solutionist. Now, that's a very mysterious title.
It is.
You kind of look like an illusionist.
An illusionist, not a solutionist, yeah.
What is, now I know that you're an inventor, you have a degree in chemical engineering, and you're a writer and a pitchman, and you bill yourself as a solutionist. What is that?
Well, over the years, you know, you come up with these problems and solutions. I'm always in a problem-solution scenario. And I guess we came up with some pretty clever solutions, and somebody came up to me and said, you know something, you're the solutionist. And that name kind of stuck. Very good.
Now, I happen to know something that the viewers may not know. You wrote the Abra commercial.
I did.
Now, as a man, I'm a pitchman myself, I've done a little writing. How does a guy get a gig like that, and how much in-person research did you get to do?
I got to tell you, someone has to do this job, and it was a very interesting shoot. You know, it was all my friends suddenly came out of the woodwork offering to help. We almost had no budget on the show because everybody was willing to do all the work for free.
That's right.
And they showed up with television cameras and cameras all the time. We had to throw them out. It was actually a very interesting show, really professionally done. Rhonda Shear was awesome.
She's a great gal. I'm a Facebook friend with her.
Me too. I guess me too. You know, she's a fantastic lady, a really warm-hearted woman. We shot that show in that's her shop, right? That's her store.
Very cool.
And you know, all close friends around, and it was just a great show.
Now, what made you think that you could waltz in and teach women how to get this such a personal garment that, you know, it's funny because most women that I've talked to think they know everything about a bra. They think that once they get a bra and it kind of fits and it's kind of okay, that's great. How do you get that research to let them know that maybe they need to think about it differently?
Well, I got to tell you something. As the solutionist, you know, I noticed that a lot of women in my life, they'd come home, they're tugging, they're pulling, they're adjusting, they're doing this, they're doing...
On themselves or on you?
And I'm saying to yourself, what's going on? Like, how uncomfortable is that? I mean, my wife would come home and she'd take the bra off. That was her, oh, thank gosh, I could take my bra off. And
right.
So I was talking to Rhonda, and I said, Rhonda, what is up with this? You don't see a lot of men tugging and pulling and pushing their undergarments. She says, you know, they're kind of uncomfortable. And so she came up with this great concept of a very comfortable bra. And I guess we developed a category. I mean, I think Abra has just invented a new category of product. And I guess it took us back to the old days because I've been in this business a long time and I just haven't seen the success level of Abra for many, many, many years.
Right.
And all of our partners around the world. And I guess the research came from ladies in my life and watching, and we interviewed many people to come up with the creative for that, and I found myself writing the script one day.
That's neat. Now, you're an inventor, you're a chemist, you're a writer, and you're a pitchman. Does the inventor ever argue with the writer? And does the pitchman ever go, who wrote this crap? Does that ever happen?
I got to tell you a little secret. The inventor is inventing things that would look great on television.
That's the solution.
That's the solution.
The solutionist. That's right. Now, you're nominated for a Moxie Award this year for Best Live Shopping On-Air Guest. What's important about hiring the right pitchman for a particular product?
I've got to tell you, that's a question I come up with all the time because I just don't appear in the United States. I work in England and Germany. I've been in Japan and Canada. I'm around the world on live shopping in different languages. And I'm always surprised how many people would go out and hire somebody sort of cheap. You know, they have a budget, they want to spend a really low amount of money.
Or a brother-in-law.
Or a brother-in-law or something. And I think, you know, when you put the face to the product, it is the most important aspect of the chain. You're the last front, you're the last thing, you're the spokesperson of the face. And the demonstrations that you have to come up with have to be very memorable. I do a lot of cleaning demonstrations, and I never forget people coming up to me and say, well, take ketchup off that. And I would say, I can go to the store and buy any product, and not just any store. Any store, from the grocery store to the drugstore to the corner gas station, and buy a product that does that. You really have to be over the top. You really have to come up with a presentation that people remember.
Sure.
A lot of my cleaning demonstrations, I take graffiti off cars, you know, stuff like that. So people are left with an impact. And I think it's really important that when you're looking for a pitch person, man or woman, that you have a signature demonstration. Otherwise, you might find yourself being one and done.
Sure, exactly. Now, I've done a lot of pitching myself, and there have been times when I've appeared for a product that maybe I didn't believe in completely, but I thought the public would really embrace it. Have there ever been ones that you really believed in, that perhaps you even created yourself, that the public went, I think we'll pass on this one?
It happens all the time. I got to tell you something. One piece of advice, never stand in front of the camera if you don't believe in the product, ever. It's like a dog. Have you ever had a dog that just you fear?
Yeah.
You walk in, the dog just knows you're afraid of him. Your customer knows that you don't believe in that product right out of the gate. And then for the other side of the coin, when I've really believed in the product and the customer hasn't reacted, I've scratched my head like that a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And I guess it's that I'm just one perspective. I'm just one person and millions of people. And of course, I can make the wrong judgment easily.
Sure.
And I could misjudge the general population. And
speaking of that, have you ever passed on a product that you thought just had no prayer and went on to make it big?
I do it all the time.
No, you're supposed to say, oh no, every product I do is successful and that's why you should hire me.
I got to tell you something, well, it's just, I can never forget, you know, one of the times I remember in my office, this product comes through my office and I'm looking at it going, yeah, this will never sell. And I'm watching, you know, months later, I'm watching the IMS charts and the charts going, oh my gosh, I can't believe we passed on that item. Yeah. But you know, you do make mistakes. You're only one guy. However, not saying that, there are plenty of products that I've had that have been greatly successful, and you really should hire me as a consultant.
And that's why he's called the Solutionist.
Thank you.
Hey, Cos, thanks for appearing with us today. And thank you for watching ERAtv. I'm Craig Burnett. We'll see you next time.